as that. But if I can't get, let's say, copyrights through or anything else through, or, someone else like gets famous as Idiot before me, I would go with Idiot and then Boy.
I can't wait till I hear a French person say your name.
Idiot.
I love it when they say Idiot.
Yeah, I think it works. It's really quick. And the thing is that it doesn't really sound specific to a genre. Like something like I say, like Black Veil Brides, like, oh, they're seriously making like hard rock music. It just has that name to it. But something like Idiot just kind of, it really isn't a name that restricts you in terms of like what you can make. Like even names can be kind of restricting. It's kind of interesting to see that. Like even your natural name, like Taylor Swift, like it just sounds soft and girly. Like it's just, her name is what you expect.
Yeah. It's stupid.
No, I dislike her, but she is a great example of how the music industry works now. Because she was the only one who went platinum. Only one.
Well, that
no one else went platinum. No, and mind you, she didn't even go like double platinum or triple platinum. She just went a flat platinum.
But yeah, and in today's world and blah blah blah. But you know what? It's just she's had so many albums where she sings, she writes her songs, and women her age can identify with that, and she makes it really poppy. And then "Shake It Up" was a brilliant song to come out with because it's all dancey, and
that's the thing.
And she makes fun of herself, and she doesn't take herself seriously, and people love that. So
that's not how I want to view it. I like to view that the fact she went a million is the way the music industry works. Pirates like myself have gotten really good. We have gotten really good at what we do. We get stuff. We get stuff on the internet. Any audio file we get for free. So artists have to reinvent themselves and how they're going to sell their stuff. She was, as if you hear a dose of Buckley, I think it wasn't him. It might have been him. It might have been someone else. But he basically said a statement that she was the best at convincing people to buy something they don't need. No one needs music. No one needs entertainment. You kill off all the entertainers on earth. Yes, you lose some smart people, but you don't lose, something that was really contributing to bettering society. If you kill off all the farmers who make nothing, you're losing a lot. I know. I have some friends who farm. I have a friend who's a farmer
in Miami.
In Miami, you go. There are parts of Miami that
is he a bikini farmer?
No. No. Does he switch out tomatoes? Tomatoes, I believe.
Oh wow.
Yeah, no. Farming works really well down in here. I mean, the weather's always good.
Oh.
There's a big farming section in Miami.
Huh.
Yeah, down. It's not by the coast. It's off. It's very south of Miami, so it's not anywhere near downtown. Mm-hmm. It's kind of a section in between Miami and the Florida Keys where nothing's really going on.
Oh, okay.
That's where the farming's done, and none of it's by the coast.
And yeah, without the farmers, we'd all starve.
Yeah, but the point is they're not making as much as Taylor Swift. And Taylor Swift goes off and complains about her Spotify thing. But that's, mind you, she should realize she should keep Spotify as an ally. That's a means of making money. That might be one of the few ones she has left in a modern, sense. Because if you cannot sell your album, hey, look, there's someone paying you off ad revenue. Take that money. The thing is, I feel a lot more people will be discouraged from music very soon when people start realizing that, as it should be, music does not make a lot of money. And I feel that is kind of yes and no, that should be the way it is. I don't think musicians should necessarily be dirt poor because a lot of them do put a lot of effort in their craft and it does take a lot of time. And just like anything else, if you work very hard at it, put a lot of time and put a lot of effort, you should make, a decent enough living. Mm-hmm. But also, they shouldn't be like making millions and, people admiring them. A musician is not someone to look up to. A musician is someone, if you want to make music and you like them for what they make, look up to them. As a moral guide, yeah, maybe they have good ideas. But they're much, there's better people to look up to and pay a bunch of money in society that,
Yeah, better. And that whole Spotify thing was her just making a statement about...
Well, she says Spotify steals from her, but, Spotify doesn't have to pay her anything. Spotify could work a system where they give her zero money and can just go to the labels and be like, look, hey, instead of giving this Taylor Swift the money, we'll give you the label this piece of ad revenue. And don't let the artist have anything, because, it's not their stuff. And the label could have, agreed and been like, sorry, Taylor, you're not getting anything. The fact that she's making micro pennies off of each play of her song. Think about how much, how many times people are playing Taylor Swift songs on Spotify or playing Taylor Swift radio on Spotify. That's a lot of people. If you're making less than a penny per time played, you're making a very good amount of money, because you have to at least, let's go with 1 million people. I really don't want to do this math. But you get the idea of what I'm saying.
Stay away from the math. No, but the whole thing with, now there's other streamers popping up. What's his name? Jay-Z just bought a streaming service from, Sweden that he wants to develop. And, there's the... Apple bought the Dr. Dre Beats one. Well,
they bought Beats, the headphone company. But they were... While Beats was being bought, they were working on their own streaming service.
Yeah, that's the...
And so they finished it off.
With Jimmy Iovine and all those guys, and So Apple bought that. And so what I'm saying is there's all these streaming services to compete with Spotify that are going to pop up. And
point being, you want to make money off of all of them.
Right.
The thing is, there's not a huge difference between Spotify and Pandora. I don't get why picking one over the other makes sense. I find Pandora's, set up to be more convenient.
Mm-hmm.
And, Spotify, I think you have to pay. There's no free. Is there a free version of Spotify?
I think there is, but there's a lot. You know what? I haven't signed up for Spotify yet. I did. I signed up for Pandora when it first came out, but
Pandora's. I just like Pandora's setup better. I just like the way it's interfaced better. That's why I pick it. And I did try Spotify. I think there is a free trial version, or there used to be, at least when I did it. But I just didn't like the setup of it as much, and I didn't like the way the stations worked as much, because I do like the fact that Pandora isn't always constantly playing the artist you're asking for.
Is there an idiot Pandora station?
I actually made a submission to Pandora. They said no.
Oh, you know what? You know what? Someday it's gonna happen.
Hey, you know what? Who knows? It's just something I want to keep up as at least a highly involved hobby, as a little extra side living.
How has living in Miami influenced your music?
You know why it's influenced? And this is a good thing. I don't think my sound sounds like anything people from Miami are making, but it's kind of funny how many people have virtual DJ down here. Miami is the electronic capital of the United States.
Huh.
I can't really think of anywhere else in the United States where electronic music is huge. Or at least, I don't think there's a lot of electronic radio stations in other parts of the United States. But here we have one, maybe two even. One for sure, 93.5 is kind of the EDM station where they'll play a lot of the club music just on the radio.
Uh-huh.
The thing is, you go up to Seattle, instead of that being an electronic station, that's an alt-rock station.
Yeah.
You go up to Boston, same thing, that's an alt-rock station usually. In Miami, that's an EDM station. Also, there's Ultra Music Fest, and there's Live in Color. Life in Color's in Sun Life Stadium, which is where the Dolphins play, and Ultra's in downtown Miami-ish, where Avicii and just a bunch of big dudes go. Always Avicii will go and play music. So there's just a huge electronic music culture concentrated in one spot.
So wake me up when it's all over.
Yeah, I don't really like Avicii that much.
Dun 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 dun.
I like that song though, but. So it's a huge culture. So I've kind of joked around about this, everybody every Cubanazo and their cousin has a copy of Virtual DJ.
Every what?
Just Cubano. Cuban.
Oh, I love how you said that.
Yeah, I have, my grandparents came